Like, I had so many people question, like, is she part Maine Coon? Is she, like, some kind of, like, Norwegian Forester or something like that? And I'm like, she's just a domestic. She got fed well, exercised her really well, and she grew big, you know? That's all there is to it. Phoenix is big for his breed, but he's like 4 kilos. He's like next to nothing, right? He's a small breed of cat to begin with. He's a Tonkinese, right? So he's small, but he's big for his breed. Azula is just... Her dad was huge. I'm not surprised that she's huge. So, like, her dad was a full Russian blue that got out and bred with the neighbor's cat. So that's why she's like, she's half Russian blue. She's like a, what do you call it? The, you know, the calico, but it's, yeah, the diluted colors. Yeah, that's the right word for it. So she's like, she's got more of like, instead of black, she's got like the Russian blue to her coat. And then she's got like cream and white instead of like ginger and white. It's really pretty. She's a very, very striking little cat. You know. Honestly, I thought at first, my first thought was that she was a tortoiseshell because of how her back pattern is, but it's not like that. She's actually a calico. Oh, this keeps going down the corner here. But she's healthy, just chubby. To keep her as 10 kilos. Red is about 9.5. You know, it's like 3. Jesus. I think the thing is, anybody that's ever had a 10-kilo cat, like my previous cat was a 10-kilo cat, anybody that's had one of those knows that they're huge, and it's like, holy crap. Like, Phoenix is so light. Like, he's 3 kilos. 3 to 5 kilos, sorry. He was 4 at his maximum. I think he's 3 now. I know I said 4 earlier, but I'm pretty sure he's probably down to 3 these days. So he's pretty light on. But he also, because of his breed, right, because he's, Tonkinese is a cross between Siamese and Burmese, right, and, he's just, like, so fucking skinny to begin with, like, so fine-bodied. So even if he has got weight, there's, like, nothing to him. It feels like there's nothing to him, whereas Azula is at least 5 kilos, easily. I haven't weighed her recently, but she's got to be 5 kilos. And, she's, like, she's solid, but she's chonk. She's like that, I don't know, she's got that, like, jiggly pudge that's, like, I don't know, nice to, like, ruffle. Anybody that's got a cat knows what I'm fucking on about. It just sounds really weird to describe it. Here's super feisty. She fucks up 2 Maine Coons. Nice. Oh man. So Phoenix has an attitude, and I think his attitude comes from my previous cat, because my previous cat hated other cats, right? She was the cat that I grew up with, in like my parents' household and stuff like that. When I moved away, I took her with me, right? So like she was quite old when I moved out. So I basically moved out with like kind of a senior cat, and she was so great when she was just me and her, right? But as soon as I add another cat, or as soon as like when she was around like my parents' cats and stuff like that, and she hated their existence. She's just like, I'm not having any of this. Like, how dare you? Kind of thing. Whereas Azula just wants to cuddle Phoenix. She just wants to lay next to him and like sleep next to him and just be like friendly and shit. And he does not want any of that, because Phoenix's like indoctrination to like this household was that my previous cat would literally just walk up, open its mouth, and just basically like spit all over his face, hissing at him. So he hates her. He's like, this is what I should obviously do to another cat if I happen to see one. So yeah, unfortunately Azula doesn't get the love back. Mind you, she like does some pro wrestler moves. So whenever she gets like food aggressive, right, because she's very food motivated to begin with, and they share food, right, but every so often she's not cool. So every so often out of nowhere, Azula will just like put her arm around Phoenix's neck and kind of like throw him like a wrestler move. He'll be like minding his own fucking business, and next minute he's in a headlock and he's thrown, or he's like in a headlock being dragged down the house, Like I can't do much about it. Like, as soon as it's in the process of happening, it's already too far gone, kind of thing, you know? But Phoenix doesn't do any of that shit back. Like, he gets frisky. He wants to play, and he gets frisky. And then Azula gets frisky, and then he doesn't want to play because, oh god, she's at least, like, twice his weight. You know? It's pretty cute, especially when, like, he gets the wind up his butt. Like, you know how cats always get, like, the wind up the butt after they've, like, gone to the toilet or something like that, right? So he, like, starts zooming around. He's all wide-eyed, puffy-tailed, and skittering around the place. And then out of nowhere, Azula gets frisky, so she starts chasing him. And then it's like, oh no, I wasn't actually playing. How dare you chase me? And then it's all, like, craggy kind of bitching from Phoenix about, like, the fact that, oh, Azula played with me, you know. I don't know. Azula could literally play with hair ties. She doesn't need much. Like, I make her a little paper... I make her a tissue paper ball every so often, and she just shreds the shit out of it. She loves it. Like, that's her choice entertainment. She's got other options. She just likes that more. A lot more. I might be able to fit that in my stash thingy. The cube. The chubby belly. And by the back legs. Near the old pooch. The old underbelly pooch. Luna's fine with the boys unless invade her space. She'll go up to them. And she gets annoyed if they go up to her. Yeah, I really do think it's like it's a one-way street. Like, cats get that I will approach you, but you cannot approach me attitude to them. I always find it really funny because, like, some cats genuinely are cool with other cats. Like, when Azula was smaller than Phoenix, it was fine. While she was still a kitten, it was fine. As soon as Azula got bigger than Phoenix and then got heavier than Phoenix, it was suddenly not okay. But then again, the same thing like when I had a dog. Because, like, I had a dog while I had Phoenix, right? And, it was fine when the dog was a puppy and smaller than Phoenix. But as soon as it was, like, even slightly bigger, he was not cool with it. I think it's like a small man complex, personally, but I can't prove anything, so it's speculation on my part, but... it seems to correlate between a few different times. Oh, man. More gold for monsters wouldn't have been bad, but... Like, at the moment, we're up 20,000... No, sorry, 2,000, I think, coin, which is great. I think it's got to be more than that. It might have been 20,000. I'm not sure. I'd take a screenshot between, like, starting tonight and, like, finishing tonight. I'm trying to get this up to maximum if I can. But I need it to be maximum so I can gamble to get better gear later. Preferably. I don't know. I love cats. They do, like, the weirdest shit. Especially, like, the whole huge eye things. Like, you know, the huge eye, shuffle butts, like, Azula was frisky earlier, like, right before I went to stream. And so, we just put, like, the basket of clothes in the bedroom, and Azula was, like, hiding under it. And so I, like, kicked the pom-pom to her, and she just went fucking ballistic, because she was hiding under the laundry. And, that was, like, peak entertainment. I could have sat there and watched her for ages, but I had to get started. Hey, Keelan, what are you up to? See you lurking. Oh, man. Yesterday's stream was so fucking long, Keelan. If you were there, you definitely... I played the song for you a couple of times, by the way. The, Not Fair song. Per Viking's request. I just had to let you know that Viking requested that I play Not Fair for you a couple of times. Oh, man. I don't know. Cats are awesome little creatures. And my dog was still like a goofball and stuff, and very sweet and stuff, but it's a different kind of silly. Like, mind you, I love seeing any animal when they get like that, you know, that like frisky kind of like wild look, and they're having a ball, and then they just kind of like sort of run sideways. So Phoenix also has this thing where like he just jumps sideways. So out of nowhere, like if he's jumping up onto a surface, for instance, like a chair, he looks like he just teleported in a standing position. And I'm not joking, he just goes from the floor to being on the chair, and he never changed shape in the whole process of the action. It's just he's suddenly on the thing now. I can hear one more of these fucking carvers. I can hear it, but I haven't found it yet. I was muted at the time, but seeing that I got over 7k channel points, on stream. I can imagine how long it was. Yeah, it was 11.5 hours of just non-stop drawing and music and stuff. For anybody that's new in, I usually used to do a monthly art stream every month on like the last Wednesday of the month to like draw shit for my channel and stuff. But I haven't done it for a while, and then I decided I should probably just check. Go through the underground passage. It's fine. These things don't normally tell you what to... I'm pretty sure I could just go back and check, but underground passage will send me back here. That's right. It's alright. My brain's working. Yeah, anyway, I haven't done like an art stream for like months because I haven't felt like it, and I haven't had anything to draw, and I haven't needed to draw anything for channel. So last night I just felt like drawing, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna draw. So I pulled a drawing from 2010, a 14-year-old drawing out of like nowhere, and decided to make it my starting screen. And it required some work to like make it do that. So it took me quite a long time to like change it to what I needed it to be, because I had to draw a lot of stuff from like scratch and stuff. But whenever I do an art stream, I have like my personal playlist playing while I'm live, so people can listen to that, because I don't talk as much when I stream art. Like I barely talk at all when I stream art, so it's more about like listening to music, but it's not on the board. So when you get the board, you just get like huge sections of silence while I'm drawing, so it's not as enjoyable, obviously. But yeah, I don't know, I just went ham yesterday with it. I didn't get to sleep until 3 PM today, and I got like, I would say at best I got maybe 6 hours sleep. But I'm tired. I feel like I've been hit by a truck. Like, everything hurts. Like, I took stuff for my osteoarthritis and shit, right? But like, everything hurts. I got so lucky though, my partner surprised me with an energy drink and some chocolate, so that was really nice. Because like, I was still drawing and still streaming when he left for work this morning. So like, I said goodnight to him, and I waved goodbye to him in the morning, and then the next thing I knew, I was awake and it was nighttime the following day. Yeah. So me lucky. Friends are waiting for me. It's fine. I know you're lurking. You get your lurk on, you hang out with your friends. You know I'll be here. I'm super hyper focused when streaming. And the big period's like 5 to 10 minutes of silence. So I have, as you may have noticed, like I just don't shut up. So I have a constant train of thought that's endlessly running in my head, and I just say whatever is going through my head out loud. That's why like topics often like change around at like record speeds and shit sometimes, because like it's just the thought process is going there, you know? And yeah, I rarely, whenever I'm playing games, I rarely have a moment of silence, unless I'm confused or stunned or like momentarily trying to comprehend what somebody said. In those cases, obviously I do. Obviously I also have silence when like somebody redeems like hydrate or something like that, so like I literally can't speak for a minute because like I'm drinking something or whatever, or like breathing techniques and stuff like that, you know. So depending on stuff like that, like yeah, occasionally. But art is its own type of stream for me, where it's more about it's a completely different thing. So when I play games, I'm quite serious about the game. Like, even though I'm just literally, I'm doing a shit playthrough that's like complete lols, right? And I'm barely paying attention. I don't give a shit if I die, right? I'm just clearing shit as I go, and if I happen to die, big whoop to do, right? It happens. But generally speaking, I won't like click off, and I won't look up stuff, and I won't like check messages and all sorts of stuff when I'm streaming, right? I'm exclusively locked into whatever the game I'm playing. But when I'm streaming art, I have all kinds of random conversations, and I have more of a train of thought, and I can kind of like, I don't know, get into different topics that just have no context in a regular playthrough, or might be so far off topic or something like that that it's like it just comes out of left field, you know. So yeah, I quite enjoy like the art streams and stuff, because like it feels weird to me sitting there live and not saying anything, just because I do talk non-stop. But at the same time, it's sometimes nice because like I get to listen to music, people get to hear what kind of music I like. Occasionally there's songs that people like and requests that I play again, and I get to have cool conversations and just to hang out with people while I draw something. And more often than not, because like I draw my own emotes and all sorts of shit, right? They're usually stuff that like you get to see how it came to be, and then you get to use it around the channels and stuff. So I enjoy that. Plus the other thing too is if you really want to see the actual art in like, you know, fast motion and stuff, in about 3 weeks after any art stream, you can find the time-lapse video of the art being drawn on YouTube. So if you're not into sitting there and watching like the slow process and stuff, like obviously on YouTube it doesn't have music and you can't watch the videos and stuff like that, right? Like you can't watch the videos, the AMV videos kind of thing, you know, the music videos. Like when I can English. But you can still see it all come together in a much shorter period of time. Like a 12-hour stream, I don't know. If I'm lucky, I can maybe cut that down to half. If I'm lucky, we'll see what I can do with editing. Let's see. Brain is either a million miles an hour, completely dead like towards the end of a stream. Sometimes I'm so socially drained I can barely speak anymore. I get that. Like, I don't tend to get it on stream so much. Like it doesn't come through, I've noticed. A lot of when I'm tired or like, well, when I am tired, you can normally hear it in my voice. I normally sound really like, ugh. But if I'm not mentally okay, like socially adept to like stream that night, I won't stream because I don't want to snap anybody. But generally speaking, like if I'm really, really tired, like beyond tired, like I may end the stream a little bit early just to accommodate for that so I can have a little bit more time to rest. Because like after the stream, I still go on to do hours of editing and uploading and all sorts of stuff to like YouTube and other platforms and clipping stuff and everything. So there's a lot of like back-end work as well. So even just finishing like a little bit sooner means that in the long run I get to finish it a little bit sooner, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I do find that after the fact, like I have a Discord, right? I don't talk too much in Discord. It's not because I don't want to. I love talking to everybody, it's great. But I don't have much to say after 4 hours of streaming on the average night. Because I feel like I've said everything in stream. And so like I always enjoy when like somebody else has like, you know, thoughts and opinions about a game and they're chatting about it in Discord and stuff, because I'm like, it gives me something to think and talk about that's fresh and unique with that person, you know? So like I also do better not face-to-face type interactions. So like over the computer, text message type stuff, like Discord messages, stuff like that. I do a lot better with that psychologically than I do with like, if I had to spend time talking face-to-face with somebody, I would be drained. I do run out of voice by like Friday nights most of the time. So like at the end of a Friday stream, like my voice is like slowly going, I'm having like multiple different issues with it and stuff like that, where it's just gone. So yeah, like there is that issue. I don't generally talk much on like a Saturday and Sunday because I don't have much of a voice left for a weekend. But I don't know. I always have like some level of voice that just gets worse and worse by the weekend, you know. And when I'm streaming and playing games, I can only check the phone if it's ringing, and 90% of the time I won't answer the phone. It's the first time it rings. So I just don't answer my phone at all. Doesn't matter if I'm streaming or not, but that's just me. Oops, wrong button. I don't use my phone for messaging or social media, to be honest. So I never had any kind of like social media before streaming. Like I had Discord, right, but I wouldn't call that social media. That was just private servers with like friends, families and shit, right? But when I started streaming, because obviously like this is what I do for a career, so I do want it to be in some way searchable and watchable, and I do hope for it to be long-term successful, that people enjoy like hanging out and watching my stuff, and you know, ads can support me and shit. So obviously getting that foundation is a lot of work, and that requires like having multiple platforms where people can easily search my content or watch my content. It means also having social outlets where I can notify people of like if I'm gonna miss a stream or something like that. Like I often like mention on Twitter or in Discord and stuff if I'm, you know, not gonna be able to stream or something, because like sometimes I have no internet and shit, you know. So I kind of had to like learn all of that shit, and like I had to learn how to use all the different social medias. I had to learn how to like set up Discord for like community stuff instead of for private use. I had to learn how to stream all the programs, how to make a PNG tuber, how to edit videos. I had a lot of hard work involved in this to like get to what you guys are just seeing me like casually running around and shit now. And I have still more plans for my channel in the future, but like it is a lot overall. And because it is a lot overall, like it's not just like I go live and then at the end of the night, that's it kind of thing. I'll see you next day, kind of whatever, or next week, right? Because it's not like that. It's more psychologically, I don't know, heavy in the sense of like, as an introvert, all the additional work and the drive to do all this shit without anybody saying that I need to, because I know I kind of have to kind of make it work. So I think it's really weird. It's a lot of like, I'm my own boss. Oh, I don't want that one. I'm my own boss, but I also have to kind of like, you know, I don't know, get everything to function. I don't know how best to say it. My brain's still like not quite there from like yesterday's Ultra stream. Hey Snipe, welcome in. I slapped thee with cheese. Alright, hold on. Let me slap you right back with cheese, because I don't have my sound alerts on, because obviously we're playing Diablo, and unfortunately poor Snipe keeps coming in. You keep catching me on Thursdays, and you can never slap me with cheese. So yeah, sorry man. Like, I do appreciate you got to like hang out a little bit yesterday and actually got to slap some cheese around. It was great. I felt kind of proud of you for like getting that chance, because like you always fucking miss it. It's always Thursday, which is fine. Like, you know, I've been playing Diablo 2 on Thursdays for like, I actually don't know how long. Hold on. I can answer that question. Give me just a second. I'm right to stand here for a minute. Nothing's killing me. We've been going since the 23rd of February this year, I think. I forgot to check if it was this year, but I'm pretty sure it's this year. So we've been going a while. Because I can only play it like once a week, unfortunately. So like I'll wake up, 30 notifications, and we'll just clear them. Like, well, if it's important, you can call me. Yeah. No, what do you call it? I do check briefly what the notifications are, because obviously, like, I host and manage Discord and shit like that, so I do need to check if people are trying to contact me and whatever. But aside from that, like, nothing really happens on Twitter, for instance. Like, I do have people follow me on there, but I'm not really up to much, so it's mostly like I get a lot more activity from bots trying to like befriend me and shit. Instagram, really nothing much happens there. Yeah, Azula's up on the desk now. Hold up, I gotta pat the cat. What else have I got? Like YouTube sometimes, some days I have like a lot of messages, and sometimes I've got like nothing. So sometimes it's like overwhelming amount of like responses, which is cool. It's nice that people are leaving comments and I'm having conversations with people that like my stuff. And other days, like I can go a couple of days without any comments and stuff, and it's fine too, you know. And streaming's really just while I'm live. Oh jeez. So like, as long as I've got the capacity to stream, you know, I get to hop in, and if people are around to chat, I get to have awesome conversations and stuff, you know. I enjoy it. I have to go to work, but I wanted to say hi to today's stream. No worries. Thank you for letting me know, Jay. I hope your day goes well. I like the hearts, they're very pretty too. Yeah, I'll be here. So for anybody that doesn't know, I am usually live at this time, like 10 until 2 AM on like weekdays. So yeah, I've got like set games that I play every day of the week. So like, you know, we got start off the week with 7 Days to Die and then RimWorld, and I have a random game. There we go. I have a random game night on Wednesdays, usually every week. I haven't been able to do that for a while, but I got to start again like a week or so ago. So I get to play some like old games and stuff that I enjoy, but like I couldn't play all the time because like maybe there's not much to them, or like, you know, they're better off like by themselves, like some, you know, Need for Speed Underground 2 or some Unreal Tournament or something like that, you know. Some old good classics, Warcraft, Starcraft, all the good shit. That's fine. I have terrible news. What's your news, Snot? I need to know. It's about your potato. Is it the file? The file that held the tactical potato has been lost and I can't find it. You can't search for it or anything? Like, is it just that you saved it somewhere weird? Was it a matter of like saving it, or like has a copy or something failed? Because you should be able to locate it if it hasn't been deleted. I search everywhere, can't find it. I'm not too sure what I could sort of suggest with that, because like, unless like, I don't know where you're saving your stuff to begin with, but if it's in like a dedicated personal folder or something like that, you could search for it, or you could always sort by like recent, and that might bring like the most recent files to the top, and it might be in amongst that. Otherwise it could be saved in like pictures and documents and stuff, maybe. Or if you happen to have it in an art program, like you might be able to search for a recent file or something like that, and might be able to bring it up. But it could just be named something weird. Like when you open up, if you're on Windows, when you open up your recent, like literally just open up and don't go into any folders or hard drives or anything like that in your computer or whatever. You should have a list of the most recent things that have been accessed. And even if it's named weirdly in there, it could be in there. But apart from that, like, yeah, I got nothing else, sorry. Almost 3 AM here. Try to get some sleep. Have a good rest of your stream. No worries. I'll catch you around. I'll be here. I hope you get some good sleep. It's nice to talk. It's always nice talking, but it was nice chatting about cats and shit too. So I search everywhere, I can't find it. I checked image, recent files, the app file, PNG file.
I can't carry.
Oh man. The only thing you could do is, because it is an image, is you could always, if you've got a photo of it somewhere, like, you know how you sent it in Discord? Like, you can always, like, save it again and then, like, rework that file. Like, that could work. Like, obviously it's not going to have all of the stuff that you've got on there, but it would be better than absolutely nothing. It's a better source of little ferrets out to make sure they have food. Nice. Do take care of the ferrets. I love ferrets. I find them so interesting. I love when they like freak out and get excited to play. I think I just like when any animal gets excited and plays, but like ferrets are adorable too. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, whenever somebody mentions one, the first one I think of is Trianthus Loki. Just because like he used to be able to show it on stream, and it was a redeem that I could like redeem to like. I love when people have like fetch a pet redeems. But, like, I could never have that for mine, not just because, like, obviously no camera and shit, and I don't want to, like, show my face and stuff, right? But, like, as far as my cats go, like, I can never guarantee where the fuck they are, you know? So, like, I don't want to... If Phoenix is, like, dead asleep, I don't want to wake him up. I want him to have as many peaceful sleeps as he can up until old age. Oh, shit, that room. No, come with me, Eliza. That room is, like, danger noodle territory. Whereas Azula hates being picked up. She hates being picked up in general, so the least amount of times I have to pick her up unless it's a necessary situation. Like, I also couldn't trust them to have a camera. You know how you can get cat cams and shit? Because, like, I know that it would get knocked over. It'd get knocked over and it'd be, like, facing like a blank wall, or it'd be facing me, or something stupid like that. And I'd be like, great, it's not facing the cat, I can tell you that much. Like, if I could have, like, a fixed space where that's okay, that'd be fine. So mine are always on stream. Nice. Yeah, I love seeing people's pets, especially like cats and ferrets and rats and all sorts of stuff. I think they're adorable. But yeah, I feel for my pets. Like, I don't want to have to like wake them up, and I feel like, I don't know, there's a few moments that are cute and exclusively I get to see it, you know, and I love that. But I do have photos of them around the place so people can see them, obviously, if people want to see my cats. And I think I just got to cope with the loss. I'll make a boat potato. I think the thing is, whenever an art file is lost, all I can say is that it allows you the chance to create something greater than you already had. Because like your skills are already improved vastly since when you first made it. Obviously you don't have all of like the different like things for it. But the other thing too is the actual like, oh shit, the actual save file for PNG Tuber and VeoTube would be with the software itself, but I'm sure you probably already checked that. So, because they normally have like multiple backups as long as you've saved it, unless you haven't saved it, because it will retain the stuff without saving it sometimes. That's literally constantly causing havoc in my office. The moat exists because my ferrets keep trying to eat my shoes. Oh my god. I've got to be honest, I thought that was a little jet ski at first. I'm glad you clarified that was a shoe. I can see it now, but like, still, I love it. Oh man. I don't know. I know that, I know my cats went through a stage where all they wanted to do is shove their heads into shoes. It was a weird stage in their lives. I need to go back and like, not so much get health, I need mana. More than anything. But yeah, if you gotta head to bed and stuff, definitely go sleep and stuff. But I don't know, I have bad memory. There's Majesty's Imperial ship. Oh, look, I'm sure you'll make a fine boat, Snipe. I like some of your different like vessels and stuff that your character has, you know. I gotta identify that. Wait a minute, that was 7,000 on its own? What did I just click over that said 7,000? Anyway, I guess I highlighted over something briefly that had some numbers to it. I'm looking for a documentary or something to put on in the background noise while I sleep. Ah, man, it. I spend too long doing that. I like having something in the background. I find that a lot of people actually sleep to my stream because like I never get like outraged or like any louder than like